Hello, and welcome back to Farmstead MTG. Okay, today we have something new. We are playing old school Brawl. But what is old school Brawl? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me explain. So this is a singleton format. You play with a 60 card deck, and one of the cards is your commander that starts outside of the game. And there have been some erratas to some of the creatures, like Aladdin, Uncle Istevan, King Suleiman. They've been changed to legendary, so you can play a monocolor deck. There is also some banned cards, like a Carcass, City in a Bottle, Brain Geyser, Mind Twists. Yeah, just look at the list I will put up. And let's take a look at the first player, which is me. I'm playing a blue and black deck with a lot of pingers and regenerating creatures. So the plan is to ping my opponent to death and defending myself with as many regenerating creatures as I can. I also have, of course, some of the good cards, but I think this is like a medium power level, and I have the pirate as my commander. So it's going to be interesting. I will put some bigger deck pictures at the end of the video. And my opponent, his name is Steinar. He's bringing the Umezawa as his commander, so he's playing a Grixis deck. So he has some good flyers, a lot of burn spells, control spells. Yeah, looks like an awesome deck. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Game number 1. You have me to the left with my pirate commander, and Steinar to the right with his samurai commander. I'm on the play. I start with a Mishra's Factory. Steinar plays a swamp. I play an island and I attack with my factory. 2 damage. He plays an island. And he casts a Time Walk. Mountain. And a Serendipity. That's a good card. You can see I have an Old Man of the Sea in my hand. And I think there's also a prodigal sorcerer. Yes. So he remembered to take 1 damage. That's good. It's down to 17. Attacks me for 3 damage. I'm down to 17. Oh, cool. That's a rock. That's a card you don't see every day. That's one of the cool things with this Brawl format, that you see a lot of new cards. I play a Old Man of the Sea, so I can take control over creatures with 2 or less power. But his creatures are too big at the moment. So he attacks for 6, puts me down to 11. Oh, Demonic Tutor. So normally people are searching for Mind Twist and Ancestral Recall, but at least Ancestral Recall is banned in this format. So I have no idea. He used his Time Walk. Guess maybe some... Yeah, no, I'm really not sure. Okay, I see a Earthquake in his hand. Maybe he searched for the Earthquake. That would be an excellent answer to my ground creatures. And it would also get me lower on life. If he has another land, he can Earthquake for 4 and attack for 6. It's 10 damage. Yeah, so I attack with my old man and I play a Tavlos Coffin. He plays an Underground Sea. Looks like he has some choices. So he attacks for 6, put me down to 5. Well, the ground starts shaking and taking out my creatures. Yep, here comes an Earthquake. So I remember to ping him for 1 damage. And I'm down to 1 life. Not good. Island. Can I deal with 2 flyers? No, I can't. Game number 2. I'm on the play. Starts out with an island. You can see we have put our commanders in the front. Ooh, that's okay. He casts a Soul Ring, and I use a Force Spike to counter it. Excellent. Getting someone with Force Spike is one of the best feelings in old school Magic. That's a card I used to play all the time back in the days when people wasn't that good at playing Magic, and they didn't play around cards like Force Spike. They just gambled all the time, and I used it frequently. Right, back to the game. He plays a Fellow Stone. I play a Copy Artifact, copying the Fellow Stone. And I activate my Fellow Stone. No, I activate my factory with my Fellow Stone and I attacks for 2. So he is down to 18. See a Fireball in his hand and an Azurus Drake. It's a 2/4 flyer. He really has a lot of flyers. I'm doing some hard thinking here. Place a swamp. Activating my Fellow Stone. I cast a Wall of Bone. That's a good blocker. but since he has a lot of flyers, maybe not that good in this match. So fun to get to play some of the old beta cards that I have laying around. I see a clone. It's so funny when I try to look at my opponent's hand when I'm commenting this video. I try to tilt my head to get a better look. I do that so many times. Okay, so he plays a copying the Azurus Drake. I play a strip mine. So he has two swamps, one mountain, an island, and a fellow stone. So, okay, so I cast a Psionic Blast on the clone and attack for 2. And I use my strip mine to take out the Tularia. So now he doesn't have double blue. And now he has double blue. Okay, so he brings out his samurai commander, Mr. Umezawa. So if you played some of the newer formats, you know Umezawa has a really good dagger. Shout out to Umezawa's Jitte. I play a desert. Desert can do 1 damage to an attacking creature. Okay, so I just passed the turn. I need 1 more mana to cast Pirate. Attacks for 2 with the Azurus Drake, puts me down to 14. Ooh, a big fireball, and I have a mana drain. That was 5. So the dice indicates the mana from the mana drain. I play a clone, cloning the Azurus Drake, and I'm paying for it. That's stupid, because I have a mana drain. So here I think I could have cast my commander and the clone if I remembered the mana drain mana. Control magic on my clone, and the clone is a Azurus Drake. Tavnos Coffin. So next turn I can take out one of his creatures. artifact is still a follower stone. So I only have one blocker. Okay, so he attacks with everything. I remove one of his rakes and I block Mr. Umezawa. 2 damage. Ooh, and he has a chain lightning, so we can take out my wall of bone. Okay. Here comes the pirate. 4-3 first strike. But if I attack with it, he can destroy a tapped creature with Umezawa. Not a good situation. Oh no, Icy Manipulator. With Icy he can tap down my creatures and Umezawa can assassinate them. I cast a Walking Dead. Cast a Demonic Tutor. Once again, I have no idea what is going for. Probably something bad for me. So he's using his Icy Manipulator to take down Ramirez. He attacks with his Azurus Drake, puts me down to 6 life. Ooh, it was a time walk. That's very good. Now he can use Icy if he wants to tap my Walking Dead. Okay. So Umezawa strikes. The pirate is gone. Steinar casts a Relic Barrier that can tap an artifact. So if I activate my factory, he can tap it down. Yeah, and he attacks with his Azurus Drake. So I'm down to 4 life. And the top deck was an Underground Sea. So I activate my factory. And he taps it down with a Relic Barrier. A Lotus, and yeah, he taps down my Walking Dead and attacks for lethal. GG. So that didn't go very well for me. Steinar won 2-0. So I guess a samurai is better than a pirate. That's the moral of this story. Okay, I'll see you around for the next round. Take care.